Okay, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you and colleagues who are joining from online. Let me first start by saying Happy International Youth Day. My name is Jaewon Choi, as you heard, and I think I wear multiple hats, right? I'm also, the executive director of the Jaewon Foundation, but I also serve as thematic focal point for tax at MGCY. But I think the most important component of my identity is that I am a 16-year-old young person. And so on this International Youth Day, we are very proud to share that MGCY has compiled a global calendar as part of the UN80 Youth Mobilization, which features over 100 youth-led events and activities that take place across the world. So this mobilization is something that will continue through September at the UNGA and the High Level Week and into October, culminating on the 24th October, which is the 80th anniversary of the United Nations. And I think it is very important to link our commitment for change with means of implementation. How do we implement sustainable development and Agenda 2030? And for me, I think the most important element is what we call financing for development, how we finance a sustainable future. And so if you would allow me, I want to highlight some very important children and youth perspectives on FFD, especially considering that a couple months ago, we just finished the 4th International Conference on Financing for Development at Seville. And so I think one of the things we want to demand is an open and inclusive participation on how we implement the outcomes of FFD4. As you may all know, MGCY organized the Global Youth Forum in Seville, which brought a lot of young leaders on the agenda of FFD. But we also expressed our concern that FFD4 was one of the conferences that remained inaccessible for young people under the age of 18. And so MGCY calls for states to adhere to the most important principle, the principle of intergenerational equity and the Convention on the Rights of the Child for all young people, even children, to participate in future high-level conferences. A second very important point is that over $3 trillion were spent last year into defense, war, and conflict, instead of climate, peace, and leaving no one behind. Children and youth say that this is unacceptable. And finally, we call for shifting economic systems towards equity and accountability, especially through the establishment of a UN Framework Convention on debt and through institutional support to the UN Framework Convention on tax, so that tax justice is achieved for all, and we are able to eliminate illicit financial flows. Dear colleagues, friends, fellow young people, the voices and perspectives of young people within this space are more than just symbols of how far we have come, but a stark reminder of how much work we have left to do. I think it is our responsibility to break these chains of generational silence and to use our voices to create systemic change. On the occasion of the 30th anniversary of the World Programme of Action for Youth, we ask ourselves, are we leaving no one behind, including children and youth? Because our voices are the future, and the future can never be silenced. We thank you.
Thank you so much.